Well, he is a hot talent with a big following. Question is, do your kids have Bieber Fever? Turns out they may.
Neuroscientists say that it is actually a real thing and a normal part of adolescent life. Fox 5's Julie Chang is here with more. Julie.
Good evening, Ernie and Jerry. Yeah, some researchers say Bieber fever can be compared to other pleasure-seeking addictions, i.e. food, drugs, 50 Shades of Grey, whatever the thrill. But don't worry, parents. What appears to be mass hysteria is just part of growing up. Symptom number 1, dumping decibel screaming.
Is it worth the hours of waiting?
Yeah. Symptom number 2, crying uncontrollably. Symptom number 3, patience to wait for hours, if not days. Yep, Bieber fever is a real condition, according to some neuroscientists.
I hope my daughter doesn't get it.
So you believe it could be contagious?
Yes, I do, and she's 6 years old. She can get it from her cousin.
A lot of this adolescent rush, the pleasure of seeing someone like Justin Bieber and getting that Bieber fever, what we're seeing is this neurochemical called dopamine that is released that gets them addicted to that pleasurable feeling.
Okay, before you roll your eyes, keep in mind, just about every generation has had their version of the Bieber fever.
Come on, you had New Kids fever. Well, I used to love the Backstreet Boys.
I saved my pennies and I bought a book called Love Letters to the Beatles.
What would you do right now if Kid Cudi shows up?
I would probably pass out.
See? You've got the Kid Cudi fever.
I do.
The Bieber fever study also found that musical tastes formed in the teen years become a part of the brain's internal wiring, meaning this is a type of music you'll prefer throughout your life. Also, the research indicated that adolescent girls are far more likely to develop infatuations for pop stars because they're awakening to romantic and sexual feelings that are both intoxicating and scary. We have a simpler theory.
Girls always have that picture of an ideal guy in their head, and when someone comes into pop culture with that kind of idea, girls just go crazy.
When the Spice Girls were popular, you didn't see any boys camping out for them.
Well, men don't feel as deeply about women as women feel about men. That just proves that point.
They're not as sophisticated, right?
No, they're not as deep. No.
Proven fact. And one sure way Bieber fever reaches a boiling point is social media. Twitter and Facebook have really helped congregate fans at different events. So Ernie and Derry, to think Beatlemania happened decades before actually cell phones were around is pretty amazing. Now, if we can only figure out how to cure my 90210 fever that's still existing.
Right, it's still there. Well, we all have our little fevers, don't we?
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Julie. Next